Y'all give me 1 second. All right. Sorry, y'all. We had to do something real quick. I'm on here a little early. I know I'm a little early, but I'm gonna kind of let this shirt's dirty. Kind of let everyone kind of settle in. Haven't been live in a couple weeks and few weeks really, but hopefully the connection's okay. If y'all could just give me a thumbs up or let me know that everything's good, if the connection's good. I don't know how well it's gonna be at the new place. Mike Hallmark, thanks for being here. Frank Serrano, doing pretty good. How about yourself, Frank? Sounds and looks good. Awesome, glad to hear. Yeah, just getting kind of settled into the new place. And awesome, Frank. Hooksetta, what's going on? Thanks for being here. So yeah, just getting things settled in, been moving all weekend, and awesome, Hooksetta. And yeah, just getting things put together. Got some stuff in today, and really excited to get everything done and just finally over with, and just can kind of kick back, but we'll get there. Does it? Yeah, it's a little. It depends on the angle. I'm sure later on. I might start doing these in the garage if the signal's good down there. I'm gonna try and have me a little man cave down there. That's kind of the goal. Have the boat and kayak and everything down there, and be able to do lives from down there. That'd be pretty cool, I think. Frank, sure do enjoy all the videos you put out. Thank you so much, Frank. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of hard work, but I'm glad it doesn't go unnoticed. I'm glad you enjoy. Hey, Slab Buster, there he is. Man, I saw you got out last week. Did pretty good, buddy. I'm not gonna get out and fish this week, but as soon as I can, I'm gonna be on them fish. Try to be, I should say. So yeah, those coming in. If Mike, we just moved a different apartment, but it's bigger, so it's kind of like a house, I guess. It's bigger, got a garage, so that it's about as close. It's about as close as to a house as you can get without being in a house. So definitely moving up though, for sure. Hook said, I definitely share some stuff, no doubt. I don't have a lot of stuff with me, but I'll show you or tell you what I use and what my tactics are and all that, no doubt. Every live, I just talk about how the bite's doing, what I'm doing, finding these fish. Things like that. Miss T, thanks for being here. And so that's what I'm going to be kind of talking about tonight. I'm not going to be on here super long. We're still unpacking and stuff. And but I wanted to come on here and touch base. I know I had rescheduled last week. I actually messed up on that one. I put that date and I meant to put this date. So, but we'll get there. Slapbuster, yeah, bite is good if the weather stays stable a few days. We had a front come through Saturday that wasn't good. Yeah, it's been cold here too. We were moving all weekend and it was cold. It was cold. That is for sure. But yeah, so I really hope to be able to do these lives in the garage and have all my fishing stuff there and the boat there and kayak. That'd be pretty cool, I think. So that's really what I'm hoping to do. Jeff, thanks for being here. Glad to see you on, buddy. But yeah, so yeah, y'all, for sure. If thank you, Miss T. I appreciate it. Michael Lawrence, hello everyone from Greensboro, North Carolina. Thanks for being here, Michael. I really appreciate it. If y'all could leave me a thumbs up, I'd appreciate that. YouTube really likes that, and that helps, get my video put out there a little bit, help the live get put out. So Slabbuster, yeah, man, thanks so much. Yeah, it's a lot bigger, a lot more places for all my fishing stuff, and have it all in one place, and it'll just be a lot easier. Catch you later, Miss T. Montrell Wiggins, the creeks that you fish from, can they be fished from the bank all winter long? Yes, Montrell. Every creek that I fish from a boat or kayak can definitely be fished from the bank. Now, I'll be honest, the boat obviously makes it a little easier to find fish. And what I do a lot of times is I will go in the boat and find the fish from the boat, and I can go back and locate them a little easier from the bank. That really is a big tip. I mean, just the amount of time you save doing that can really, really make a big difference. Television Pilot, there he is. Thanks for being here, man. DJ Cool V, Vernon Farabee from Trinity, North Carolina. Thanks so much, Vernon, for being here. I really appreciate it. So yeah, so that's what I do a lot of times. It just makes it a lot easier. It can definitely be done, but it's more time consuming for sure. But so yeah, I wanted to say too, today I got some more rods in from B&M. Y'all know I work with B&M. I don't know if I've mentioned it on here, but yes, I am sponsored by B&M. They do send stuff, but as y'all know, I've bought back before I was working with them. I bought every rod of theirs. I truly, genuinely love their rods, and that I think that goes a long way. Saying that I can, that I would buy, and I have bought these rods way back before I was working with them. So, A1 Fishing, thanks for being here. Yeah, you can. There's hogs all over all of them. Some of them more than others, but there's a lot of hogs, that's for sure. A lot of tracks. But so yeah, so B&M sent me two more of my y'all. I don't know if I've ever loved a rod as much as I love this one. That's just my honest opinion. This is my go-to rod, my little bit of everything rod: creek fishing, shooting docks, boat fishing, jig and bobber, sand bass in the creeks in the spring a lot too. It's just an great all-around rod. Let me say that. And so this is the B&M Sam Super Sensitive 7-foot. It's a 2-piece. Here it is right here. I'm trying to get it in there. Sam Super Sensitive. IM6 graphite jig pole. Y'all just here, this right here too. This is the tag. Y'all, I just love this rod. I mean, if you told me I had to fish with one rod for the rest of my life, it'd be this one. 100%. 100%. And like I said, if I wasn't working with them, I would buy them just like I have bought them in the past. They're just my favorite rod. Cannot beat them, in my opinion. So yeah, if y'all wouldn't mind, if y'all looking for some rods, be sure to check B&M out. They support me. So, I always, want to support those who support me back, and they're no different. So Fish Yanker, they are, I believe they're about $50. I believe they're 45, 50, something like that, Fish Yanker. I think that's what I paid for them back. Sorry, y'all. Might be going in and out there for a little bit. That's why I was worried about this signal going in and out. But yeah, Earl, this is the newer one, I believe. I believe they do have an older version. Or, you know, I'm not really sure. I'm thinking now that I remember seeing on the website there might be a newer one. Hey, Paul, there he is. Thanks for being here. Glad to see you on, buddy. Hope all is well. Hey, Tina Ladybug, thanks for being here. Yeah, some Walmarts do have them. Yep. Cabela's has them sometimes as well. I think Bass Pro does have some, but kind of go, you know, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Yeah, 10 footers are great. So this is the 7 foot. This and the 9 foot for me are just perfect. For me, that's just great length rods. The longer rods, especially for like dipping along in the spring, can be great. But just for all around, the 7 and 9 foot are really hard to beat. 7 foot, you can kind of dock shoot with too, and it's not too long, it doesn't get in the way, but just absolutely great rods. I mean, just great rods. So yeah, if y'all don't mind, you know, definitely check them out. They're always linked below in the description of every video. I'm always using their rods. They're my go-to, and that's my favorite rod right there. Yeah, Bass Pro. I've seen some of the different brands, not so much of the, well, not brands, but models. The Sam Super Sensitive, they don't seem to have as much as some of the other ones. I think they have some Bucks graphite jig poles, Uncle Bucks. I think they have some of those, but the Sams are kind of in and out sometimes. Nice, Paul. Yeah, those are great links right there. You got everything pretty much covered at that point. But yeah, I just wanted to show. They sent me a couple, and I'm going to get them on the water quick as possible. So as far as the creeks go, I haven't touched on that, but as far as the creeks go, the creeks are fishing pretty good. I mean, if you want to catch fish, they're fishing pretty good. And this is from last week. I'm sure it's gotten a little better this week with it being cold the last few days, but there's just a ton of dinks in the creeks, ton of short fish, ton of little fish. I fished this last week. I fished like 5 creeks and I think I caught 10 little fish, not a single keeper. That tells you anything. But I think it's just the problem this year has been a couple things, I guess you can say. The rain, for one. We have not had any rain, so a lot of creeks are low. I don't really mind that. I don't like rain, a lot of rain when I'm trying to fish creeks. It really messes it up. So I don't mind not having rain. It does affect it. It's been too warm. This has been one of the warmest winters I can remember. I was looking at the forecast before I got on here, and I'm seeing 70s, even 83 on Sunday, I think it was, and then lows in the 50s, like basically the whole week after tomorrow, and that's not good. We need cold weather, and we need cold like it's been the last few days. We need that for like a week. That'll really push those fish in. I just don't think we're going to get it for a while. We might get it like late January, February, and we might get some snow. Usually February's are pretty much the coldest months for us. But so until we get that cold weather, those creeks are going to continue to be hit or miss. They're going to be continue to be, you know, full of little fish. You can catch some keepers, but you're going to work for them. That's for sure. Slabusher says West Point, they have a lot of them. Nice. Yep. And I know too. So I used to, you know, obviously, you know, buying directly from B&M is best, but I have found that Grizzly Jig Company, they do have pretty good stock of them, and I did buy some from them back before I started working with B&M. Real quick shipping, real quick on everything, great prices, you know, comparable to anywhere else, and definitely recommend checking them out. They seem to be pretty good and get the rods out real quick. But the creek, I mean, and the main lake stuff, like I have not really had the time, so to speak, to go out there and look at those deep fish. Those deep fish are the ones that I want to run trips on. And as of now, y'all, I'll just be honest with y'all. I don't have any creeks that I don't have a single creek that's putting out numbers of keeper fish that I'd feel comfortable running trips on. Now it's one thing if you are completely just want to go out and learn and catch a few fish, not limit out or anything like that. It's gonna be work. Definitely let me know and we can figure something out. But as far as big numbers that I would like main lake trips that I've been running, it just they're not there right now. A lot of little fish. So yeah, Paul, this weather's been just so inconsistent, just up and down. Crop Express, thanks for being here. Merry Christmas, man. And yeah, so it's just been up and down. I'm hoping that changes. And as soon as it does, if it does, I'm gonna let you know, and I'm gonna try to run some trips on that, but it just has not been steady enough and enough keepers for me. I fished twice last week, and both times it was a grind. I think the first day I had 9 keepers, and that was me fishing the whole day in the boat with live scope, and I had 9 keepers. I just did not see that many fish in that creek. And that's kind of the case for most places. Most places are pretty much a grinded out type thing, and it's just not, it's funny, every year is different with this creek thing, and this year just has not been that stellar of a year. I mean, it's been good, but has not been that good. Slab 75 here, Saturday rained, and Sunday it was 45. Yep. It was like that Friday here. So Friday was real warm, and Saturday, first day we moved, it was cold and windy. Yep, Grizzly Jig Company, they're great. They're really great. So we'll see. I mean, like I said, I'm seeing a lot of warm temps coming up. We're gonna have an early spring at this point. I mean, y'all, if this weather pattern holds for another month, end of January, beginning of February, these fish are going to start pushing up. And I know a lot of people don't believe that and don't think these fish will push up, but you better believe if it's still pushing 80 in February, late January, early February, there's going to be some fish starting to want to pull up. And I would definitely be looking for them, that's for sure. So, I mean, like I said, I'm going to be looking for them as much as I can. And as soon as I'm on something really good, I'll let y'all know. I just don't want to, I just really don't feel comfortable putting it out there that I'm running trips on these creeks just when they're not producing. A lot of times we're fishing really hard stuff to fish, and, I'm only catching 9 keepers, and I know that's going to be a lot harder for someone not as experienced, and I just know from experience how hard that can be. So, but I'm gonna keep looking out main lake, wherever. I'm gonna definitely keep eyes open and try and figure it out. And as soon as I do, or just reach out to me periodically, and I'll let you know if it's good or not, or what. Yep, that's right, Slab. Spies, there he is. Paul catches them all. How's your little man doing? Since my second was born here in September, I've only been able to get out a few times. Nice, man. Yeah, hope your family's doing great as well. Yeah, he's doing great. He's just getting big and just running all over the place and just keeping us busy. And that was a whole another part of moving that, we moved. Last time we moved, he was really little. So he was a lot easier to take care of. Now he's bigger. He just wanting to do this, do that, just, go everywhere. And so it was a lot harder to move this time. But we got more space, and I think he really enjoys that. So, it definitely works out for sure. Mike Hallmark, last Texas winter knocked everything out of balance. Yeah, that was a crazy little cold snap there. It's funny though, there's been years when I've thought the same thing, winter's not going to ever show up. And then come, February, it gets really cold. February is our coldest month generally. Yeah, we do, Earl. We need it cold. I'm talking cold. I want it snow. I want it ice. I want ice on the creeks. I really do. Crop Express. So I just moved to the opposite side of the airport. I'm on the what is it? The east side of the airport, west side, west side. So I'm pretty close. I mean, basically, I'm in the same area. But I'm looking forward to having my boat, my kayak, everything in the same place. Especially, running trips. It just makes it so much easier to just have my boat here, get everything rigged the night before. I don't have to get up early and do all that at the lake. And excuse me, it really makes a big difference. But yeah, I don't plan on being on here for a long time. I just wanted to touch base with everyone. The creeks. I'm in Euless, Mike. Pretty close to Colleyville, not too far. Yeah, so Crop Express, yeah, so I'm not really I'm pretty close. I mean, it's basically the same place, but just on this side of town, it's just a lot less people. Yeah, man. Basically, Louisville's basically is. They're in Grapevine are pretty hand in hand. I think both of them, I consider I know pretty well and fish a lot. And I'm actually a little closer to Joe Pool now, so I'm gonna try and get down to there and fish a little more and try and get that lake figured out a little better. It didn't fish very well for me last year at all, so hopefully this year it fishes a little better. Nano's channel, are you still going on with the guide trips? Yes, Nano. So yeah, I am. Let me see how to say that. So if you want a trip, by all means, for sure, reach out to me. Let me know what you're wanting. As far as, do you want a creek trip? Do you want to run a main lake trip? That really depends too on what you want to do. Like the creek stuff, it's kind of more hit or miss. The main lake stuff's a little better. So yeah, definitely reach out to me if you're wanting a trip. My email, first and last name. It's always let me see. Maybe the wife will put that in there for me. And then as well as when I'm thinking about it. So the Cash App's always there as well. Super chats, that kind of stuff goes right back into the channel. So if you feel the need, by all means, that really helps me out. Yeah, so hopefully the wife will put that information down in there. But yeah, if you're looking for a guide trip, definitely let me know. We'll definitely figure out what's working best. And I'm honest with everyone. Some of the guys some of my clients that have taken trips with me before, I'll tell them straight up, like, hey, it's gonna be windy. We're gonna need to move lakes. We're gonna need to do this. We're gonna need to do that. And so, I'm very straightforward with that. I'm not gonna tell you we're gonna go out there and catch 300 fish when the bite's terrible. I'm gonna tell you I want you to have realistic expectations when we go out on these trips. And Hugo, there he is. Oh, no worries, man. Hope everyone's doing well, buddy. Thanks for being here. Yep, that's right, Mike. That's right. Yes, Crappie Chancellor, I did. Not too far. I'm pretty much in the same place. Earl, it didn't do good for a lot of people. Maybe the weirdest year I've ever seen there. Yep. Earl's right. I have not been there, Yak Up. I have not been there. I have not. That lake just made me mad this year, so I have not been back out there. But I need to get out there. Maybe one day I'll get out there soon. But yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else. You bet, Nanos. So, what I'm gonna do too is, so not anytime soon, but I would love to be able to so my next goal for a giveaway is 10K subscribers if I can get there. Yeah, right now is the time to try for sure. Earl is right. I forgot what I was saying now. Done completely forgot what I was saying. Slab Buster, which would pick one, cold or warm. Prefer cold for the better bite. It was on fire when it was cold here. Yep, same. I mean, give me cold. I say it a lot. Some of the better days that I've had, like you have to throw logs out on these creeks to get the ice on top so you can throw your bobber out there. And those days like that have been so few and far between. I think the other day here it got 33. I'm not even sure if we've had an official. Well, I think it did. We've only had maybe one official freeze. We have not had a hard freeze at all, and just has not been cold. Awesome, Yak Up. Yeah, I don't know what the oh, that's what it was. Thank you, Hooksetter. Yeah, so I'm not sure what the rain did to that creek, but you might check it out. You may do good, Yak Up. Hope you do good. So 10K subscribers is the next giveaway plan. So I'm planning to give away some guide trips on that as well. So the quicker we get there, the quicker I can go ahead and get those out. Just free guide trips. Come out with me. We'll go fish. I'll put you on a bunch of fish and have a good time. So I'm gonna definitely do that. Just got to get a little closer. Something a little different. I think that'd be pretty cool. Crappie chance. So we just moved into another apartment. The houses in this area are just ridiculous, and so we decided just to hold off a little bit. So we just moved into a bigger apartment, and everything everything will get better hopefully. And so we're just kind of buying time right now. Awesome, Yak Up. It's stressful, says Hugo. Little guy is sick and there's nothing you can do because he's too young. Yep. We were there with little man too. It's tough, It's tough, man. Hope everything, works out and gets better a lot quicker. That's tough, man. Me and the wife were right there with you, man. Oh yeah, Hugo, man. Hugo. So as crazy as it sounds, Hugo, right now is the easiest time. It only gets harder, man. It only gets harder. Looking back, little man, he was so little, and he slept a lot. He didn't try and get into everything, and now he's almost 2. Such a handful, just everywhere, just trying to get into this, get into that. He's trying to test his boundaries and see what he can get away with, and so yeah, enjoy. As crazy as it sounds, enjoy it right now. Oh, thanks, Yak Up. Yeah, it does, Slab. Makes you feel helpless. Now, there's some juicy trees sticking out of the water on Joe Pool Lake around the Beltline, Mansfield Road area. Yeah, so those trees do pretty good in the summer, Nanos. I just don't know about wintertime. I need to honestly get out there and look around. That lake just really made me mad this year, so I just haven't been in any hurry to get back out there. So, Slab, I'm fixing to buy me a B&M Sharpshooter Deluxe 6. Been wanting one for years. Have you tried one? Yes, I actually do have one, Slab. Great rod. A little stiffer than the Sam's, but great rod. One piece, and I think it's a one. Yeah, mine's a one piece, and you'll love it for sure. No doubt. Yeah, Hugo, it's the truth, man. It's easy right now. Just only it's harder. Man, Mike, yeah, so that's, the housing market, along with a lot of other stuff, like where I keep my boat, well, where I did keep it, so I'm gonna actually move it out of there, move it here pretty soon. They doubled on my rent, and it's just like, just out of nowhere, everything's just so expensive. Everything's expensive. It's pretty sad. Rex Williams, thanks for being here. How cold will the water get before they quit keying on the creeks? I've never fished this time of year. It's a good question, Rex. So the creeks are kind of weird. So I would say this is, kind of general. From now to about mid-February, from now to about mid-February, the colder the better. And I'm talking ice on the water. They will. I mean, the water will literally be froze over, and those fish will be in the creeks pretty good till about mid-February. Once we get about mid-February and those days start getting longer, I've noticed that it seems like it's the opposite's true. You want that water to warm up, so you want warmer days and warmer nights, because those sandies, especially those white bass, when that mid to late February, when that water starts warming, they start shooting up those creeks to spawn. And so mid-February, you really want a good, decent warm spell, or a couple. You want it to be on a warming trend. And usually, by the end of the month, you can start catching white bass pretty good. March is pretty good. April's lights out for everything. And so, yeah, that's generally my kind of rule for that. Well, yeah, so like I said, I don't have a lot to talk about today, but just wanted to touch base, let y'all know how it's going. I'm not fishing this week, but I do have a couple videos that I'll be getting, put together. I won't miss any video uploads every week, and so yeah, y'all be on the lookout for them. If y'all, as always, if y'all can share my videos when you see them, thumbs them up. Things like that really helps me, helps get my videos out there. Oh, you bet, Rex. Yep, that's exactly how we were, Hugo. Wish you were sick instead of him. That's for sure, man. But so I'll be putting those videos out. I'm gonna still be looking next week. I'll be back out on the water looking, and I'm gonna stay on them. I'm gonna have y'all there with me every step of the way. So, all right, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and start wrapping things up here. I wanted to keep it about 30 minutes today. Just still unpacking, still trying to get situated in here, and thanks, Chuck. I appreciate it. And so, yeah, I wanted to touch base. I know I had messed up last week and hadn't been on in a few weeks, and I wanted to touch base and see how everyone's doing, let everyone know how the bite's doing. So, as always, thanks for all the support. Be on the lookout for creek stuff. Like I said, I got a couple more videos lined up, ready to go. As soon as I get time to edit them, put them out. And, yeah. Creeks are still good. Just get out there and put some time in and walk the banks, and don't be scared to walk. You got to get away from the parking lots and things like that, and you'll find them. Yeah, Earl's right, Rex. So it's not easy to move in and out with the weather. They're at the mouth, they're in the back. You just got to fish everywhere and walk everywhere until you kind of get them dialed in. And that's what I'm saying. If you're willing to put in the work, there's fish out there to be had. Oh, no problem, Frank. Thanks so much for taking the time and being here. That's awesome. I put time aside to talk to everyone on here, be interactive. And that's what I want. I'd love to see that feedback that you enjoyed it and you appreciate it, because that's why I do it. I love chit-chatting with everyone, and I love being interactive like that. Some of the comments are pretty hard to keep up with. I get a lot of messages, I get a lot of DMs. I get just a lot of, in general, just, questions, and I love it, and I don't have any problem with that. But there's sometimes it takes me some time to get back to those. So if I don't respond right away, just give me some time. I'll get to it when I can, and I really do try to answer everything. Just sometimes it takes me longer than others, and I just want everyone to know that. So, all right, Slapbuster Nanos, thanks for being here. Well, y'all have a good Christmas. Hugo as well. Frank as well. Y'all have a great Christmas. Stay safe, and we'll see you on the next one. Yeah, I do, Mike. Hubbard Creek. There's so many places I want to fish. So many places. Hopefully soon. See you later, Fish Yanker. All right, Earl. Spies. Y'all take it easy, and we'll catch you in the next one. Thanks for being here. Y'all have a good one.